San Diego Comic-Con makes Disney lines and crowds look easy. Right, so Marvel has a $20 million Infinity Gauntlet.
Bye, Shazam.
Zaboomafoo, is that you? Okay, in this video I'm going to be crossing something off my bucket list that I've had for probably 15 years. Getting into the Hall H panel. If you don't know what Hall H is, it's where the biggest kind of companies announce the latest trailers and movies. You get to witness stuff that the general public does not get to see for like 5 or 6 months. The biggest one, the grand finale, is always the Marvel panel. We have a couple missions for this video, right? Mission 1, we have to secure the band to get into Hall H. Then number 2, there's going to be a Shazam panel. Rachel's going to be kind of there. Number 3, I want to like kind of explore the convention just a little bit. And then number 4, witness the Hall H Marvel panel. We gotta get in line for Hall H. Hall H is gonna be announced like the DC movies tomorrow and the Marvel panel, so we gotta get in the line. People camp out for days. So we're gonna try to get a wristband so we get into the panel tomorrow. How long have you been camping out for Hall H?
Since early this morning.
People just camp out all day to get this Hall H wristband. It's not even to get into the panel, just to get the wristband. That happens tomorrow.
Brad's ripping it off.
3 hours later.
We've been camped out. You guys started camping out what time? 12?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock yesterday, they started waiting. There's a thing called the Blinky Blinks. They have like these red, they look like Bon Voyage with all these like red like ball things around it, but they're coming around and they're gonna be giving out wristbands. So we've been like standing for like 45 minutes waiting for them to come and give us the wristband. You know, some people are investing probably like 20 hours, right, into getting this band just to get into Hall H. Then they have to camp out in Hall H the entire day and can barely leave, see the Marvel panel at the end of the day. Almost 11 at night. They're getting closer to giving us the wristband. Now remember, people started lining up at 5 in the morning and they're finally getting their bands this late at night. All right, so they slowly come in. They come in with caution tape. They don't want anybody switching bands and everything. This is the moment. Bang! We got it! Alright, so this line is all waiting. They camp out the entire night. There's like the creepy dolls watching over everyone. So this line probably goes on for like a mile, right? This is everybody who's going to be camping out tonight to get into the panel. Now they've camped out to get their wristband. Now they're just going to hang out here. People have a long journey ahead of them.
The next day.
Alright, so again, everybody's been camped out here for Hall H a little while ago. What snacks do you have to survive the night?
So we are eating the biggest box.
Oops, all berries?
All berries.
There's more? Oh my god. So they made everybody sleep on that sidewalk till like 2 in the morning, and then they moved them into kind of the grassed tent area. Everybody's been here since like 2 in the morning. What's the hardest part about having to wait in this line?
The bathroom.
Having to carry everything you need to camp out.
The lack of tequila.
Have we seen movement? Everybody has gotten up. They've all woken up from their slumber. Someone had the breakfast of champions. Pringles and a Yahoo chocolate milk. So we are after this group, so we will be next. We're now being migrated over here to kind of where the first group went out. Entering out of tent land. This is such a big moment, right? So Hall H is the biggest, the baddest panel. There's gonna be 7,000 people in this hall. We gotta hold up the wristbands. Thank you so much. Now we got Black Adam. Holy shit. It's fucking happening. They gave us like a Black Adam blade up. Okay, we are rushing to the front right now. This is huge. Now the front is all pressed, so we like can't. So we got the big screen here so we can watch that. There's only 8 stalls for this line. 8 stalls. Y'all better be bringing diapers to Hall H. All right, now this isn't just a normal light where just you can turn it on or off. Probably when Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson comes out, all these are gonna illuminate.
Yes! We had a great time, and I say we is my sisters, Helen and Rachel, who would love to be here today.
Hello, Hall H.
Hey, everyone.
You know, I love Comic-Con, and I used to go there every year as a fan. Pussy Power. Thank you, and thank you all for being here. We can't wait for you to see Shazam, Fury of the Gods, in the theaters. Get your popcorn.
Bye, Shazam.
Dwayne's a very large man who works out a lot, but, you know, Shazam's also a god. wake up. All H. You have been warned. The DC universe will never be the same again.
Who would win in a fight, Black Adam or Superman?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yeah, so things didn't really age well in this video. This video kind of aged like milk. Black Adam was kind of a mess. Shazam was a decent film. I thought Rachel did a great job. She really brought some heart and soul into a lot of those scenes. You have to survive in Hall H the entire day. You really can't leave. You can for a little bit. They'll give you a ticket for an hour. Go get food or go to the bathroom, but you have to be back inside or else you do not get in. Like your shot of all this journey, right, to get into Hall H ends if you don't get back in that amount of time.
None shall pass.
So I tried to explore the convention hall for a little bit. All right, so Marvel has a $20 million Infinity Gauntlet. They have a security guard next to it. For $1,000, you can buy a working flux capacitor. Won't take you back in time, but it'll turn on. The Beatles' Yellow Submarine. So it's the dinner plate. You remember when John Hammond is eating the replica? They only made 1,000 of them. For $45, they have this Bruce plush. So inside, you kind of open his stomach. So here's a better look at, and then all the stuff coming out. They have Rami Malek's villain mask from No Time to Die. It's gonna be $350. They have one of the flotation barrels from Jaws, and it's gonna be a bottle opener. They have a fiddle-up spot with a T-Rex breaking into the Jurassic Park toilet. Now, Masters of the Universe is a little bit before my time, but it is pretty impressive, all the different figures on this playset right now. Oh, it looks like they've changed his hand design for the new models, because mine is a hard plastic for little beans, but this is like a cloth hand now. Who remembers the paper clip? Here's a 12-inch bust of Andy Warhol. For $700, they're going to be selling this Bambi set. This is the company that make the breadstick. We all know it's a breadstick. It's not a french fry. That's a deep cut. Let me know down in the comments if you understand that reference. This is abrasive sponge. It's just like a real life sponge on the inside. $70 though. I saw the line was pretty long. I had like 30 minutes to go before my time expires and I don't get into Hall H. So I was stuck in that line for 30 minutes and with like 2 minutes to spare, I made it inside Hall H. So for the rest of the day, yeah, I just didn't leave the convention hall. I just like stayed in there with everyone the entire day to make it to the Marvel panel.
About a half an hour later, we're finally at the metal detectors to get back in.
San Diego Comic-Con makes Disney lines and crowds look easy. This is so stressful right now today.
You started in a movie recently called Morbius, which is great.
Doing a cameo?
For the last couple years since COVID hit, I've hardly left my house. You may not know, but there's this book that I'm writing. It's a little late. Or doing anything until I finish and deliver that book, and then if the show's still going, who knows? Maybe I'll show up. I did do a cameo in the original pilot of Game of Thrones, but that they reshot most of the pilot, so I was left on the cutting room floor. And I was supposed to be, at a certain point, I was supposed to be a severed head. That scene where Joffrey makes Sansa look at all the severed heads on the walls. I was going to be one of them, but then they found out how expensive it was to make a severed head, and they just bought a box of used severed heads. One of whom was George W. Bush, which got us in a lot of trouble. And I don't think he's there any longer, but if you get one of the old DVDs, you can. I know. Who knows? Maybe I can yet become a severed head at some point.
George, I know a guy. I think I can get on the show.
I've been dozing off in and out. We have one more panel to go before Marvel.
I have tried ratatouille. It's great. It's like yogurt, but more tomatoey.
And then the love for it has really grown.
It is time for the Marvel Hall H panel. We're 12 minutes away. Hope it is worth it. Hope they announce some cool stuff.
The alarm is being investigated by Convention Center Publics.
It's happening!
I like hats, and I like the logos on hats. And if anybody else likes this hat, you can all get one. But I was trying to figure out when I started working on Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't tell you this backstage because I was saving it for this very real Guardians one right now. Guardians. Okay. Exactly 10 years ago this week, I flew to Wilmington, North Carolina to pitch Guardians of the Galaxy. Where we were shooting Iron Man 3. Where you were shooting Iron Man 3. I exactly 10 years ago this week, I went and I pitched the movie to Kevin and Lou. And then had a very uncomfortable... I'd say it's been a good 10 years, James. What? Good 10. I fell in love with these characters. They aren't really superheroes. They're sort of outer space adventures, but really they're just a bunch of oddballs and outcasts and weirdos like a lot of us. Hello, everybody. Hi. The High Evolutionary is here! Wow, what an honor. I know you're one of the most powerful beings in the universe. High Evolutionary, it's great that you're... Call me Sire.
As I gaze out at this crowd, I am reminded of my sole purpose in the universe. To take unevolved, disgusting, low-life scums such as yourselves and enhance you genetically to something less reprehensible. Thank you for inspiring me with how vomitous you all are. The bile in the back of my throat as I look at you is all the motivation I need to move forward and create the perfect species.
Thanks. High Evolution.
I can't wait to dissect all of you and see what I can learn!
Jonathan, I hear this is actually your first time at Comic-Con. What an entrance.
Oh, there will be conquering.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to say.
Sidiga, Sidiga,
with us physically, but his spirit, his passion, his genius, his pride in his culture, and the impact that he made on this industry will be felt forever.
Gracias a todos los paisanos, todos los latinoamericanos. Ustedes cruzaron el río y dejaron todo lo que amaban atrás. Gracias a eso yo estoy aquí.
So it just wrapped, kind of speechless. You just had to be here to experience it. Zabumafu, is that you?
Sorry?
Zabumafu? No?
It's sloth.
This is sloth. So when you go to the panels, they'll give you little tickets sometimes to come back and kind of like redeem a little giveaway that's only exclusive if you're in that panel. So
2 tickets are probably worth a couple $100. Audible Original Mortality. And here's a sand sculpture for Sandman. Here's another sand sculpture for another Audible Original with a skull and some girl with a sword. Alright, we're now going to wait in another really extremely long line to eventually make it into the hotel to then have our tickets redeemed. Picking up our stuff over here. A little better shot of what the hat looks like.
that hat that I got, I sold it on eBay, made like $100. I thought it was kind of ugly. But the Marvel panel was truly something amazing. I don't know if I'll ever do Hall H ever again. It takes about 2 days of your entire life. To be there with like the most die-hard fans in the entire world, everybody's screaming, and it was so passionate, and the live performers coming out was like truly impactful because the speakers are so loud and people were just like weeping, and then they premiered like the Black Panther trailer. And it was a truly unique experience. It's one of those experiences I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. I wanna give a huge shout out to all my friends that I made in line. We kind of like helped each other survive throughout the entire journey. So guys, I could not have done it without you. Thank you so much. As you know, I'm a big Funko Pop collector, and one of the coolest moments ever is, you know, I got to walk into a store. This is so bizarre. Like, cause like, I come to Hot Topic like once a week, right? Like to buy my pops, right? And to see Rachel has a pop. in Hot Topic is kind of blowing my mind right now. And we got Rachel's pop. I got a couple of them. We're gonna put her little pop on the shelf. There she is. It's still bizarre. That like little Rachel is an actual pop figure that you could like buy in a store. Not just like the custom ones that you can make at Funko HQ, but like an actual one. This is bizarre. So we're gonna put her over right here. She will be chilling next to the coconut over there. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
Love the family, love the videos.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things theme park and pop culture around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
Sumo cat plush, $35.